Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. It's Friday, so it is Wax Gaming Weekly Recap time, and many people's favorite video of the week. So there's a lot that happened, as you can see by all the different logos on the screen. This has been a busy week, and next week's going to be even busier, especially with Dygycon coming up. So let's go ahead and dive into it and try and get through everything in less than 10 minutes. Here we go. All right, we're going to go ahead and start with the shameless plug. If you're not already part of the Warrior Line community Discord, go ahead and click the first link in the description down below and join us. Doing many giveaways. Good conversation. Just get a chance to talk about a lot of different games. It's not one game focus, but I know there are some favorites in the group. So go ahead and join the Discord, and we welcome you. All right. Dygycon. Dygycon starts on May 27th through the 29th. What is this? This is a free digital conference that is brought to you by the folks from Splinterlands, where you can go ahead and get a chance to meet with a number of different games. I know there's going to be a number of games on the list from today's conversation that are joining the Dygycon. I know Waxel World did it last time, which was probably what, 2 months ago now. And they said it was a blast. I didn't have a chance to join last time, but I'm hoping to join this time. So go ahead. It is free to register. Dygycon.com is how you get there, and go ahead and just register on the top. And then there are many different groups that are involved, not just these. And it's not all Wax projects. So keep that in mind. It is not just Wax. I know there's Gala, there's several other blockchains out there. So it gives you not only a chance to see what's on Wax as far as a number of games go, but also gives you a chance to check out some other blockchains. All right. Speaking of Dygycon, one of the guests that will be there is Castles. So let's go ahead and just do a quick recap. This week they finished, or we closed out the Royal Courthouse crafting event, which was fantastic. I can't complain at all about it. I was only able to get 3 bounties, all of our low bounties, but let's just take a look at, so far we are at May 20th, and as of this month, I'm going to get a passive of 234 wax, and we're only 20 days into the month. We still have the rest of the month to go. I'm imagining that's going to get up in the 300 range, just because there's no more events happening between now and the end of the month. But still, that's for crafting 3 items with in-game resources. I'm going to get a passive income of almost 300 wax just from this month. I can't complain about that. So I'm hoping you all had a chance to jump into that. This continues. It's every single month, and it's based on their Royal Seal sales plus any other sales that they have going on. So it's a pretty cool event. Jumping back, we do have, oops, wrong tab. We do have an event coming up in a couple weeks. It is the Explorer Guild. This is passive rune source income, which is a new token within the game that's going to be focused more towards the dungeon expansion that's going to be coming out here in the near future. Here's just some of the heroes that are going to be involved. So keep an eye on that. And as I mentioned, they are going to be part of, and that did not work. There we go. They're going to be part of Dygycon. This kind of gives you an example of what each of the stands for Dygycon looks like, and this is going to be theirs. So let's jump to the next one on the list, Krypton. These guys are messing with my emotions. As we talked about in the past, they have a number of events that are coming up. Today we were supposed to get our lands. Unfortunately, there was a issue. Let me scroll down. The announcement actually got where we got it. Sorry, I'm jumping around here. Due to some problems, it's been postponed to Monday. So the 23rd is when we'll finally get the land that we've been working for 6 months. So I'm excited by that, and we'll be able to, as long as the schedule stays as is, we're going to be able to stake our, I'm sorry, trying to scroll back up to it, stake our lands as of the 31st of this month. Whether they stick to that schedule or not, that's yet to be seen. Hopefully they do, so we can at least launch mission 2, preferably early June. I'm going through some withdrawal on this one, so I really want to get this land and get back into it. Jump into the next one, Taco. Taco did a quick, basically another collaboration. They've been doing a lot of these recently. This one was with Crypto Monkey. They call it the Ban Hammer, which is basically a banana hammer. It's kind of an interesting one. Again, just like all their other collaborations, this one sold out in just a very, very short amount of time. I actually didn't even see this. I won't dive into that now, but they just posted another announcement. So we'll definitely cover that in the future. But take a look at their Discord. They are dropping these collaborations on a regular basis. They are working with some other cool projects. They sell out quickly. They're, from a stat perspective, they're not like super super high. They're all commons technically, but they're exclusive commons and they're limited count. So some of these are going actually for some pretty decent amount of wax after the sale. All right, next on the list, connected with Taco is Taco Racer. This is a project that we highlighted last week. They did their founders pack. They had 11 packs, sold out rather fast. So, and they are talking about in here that this was posted yesterday. So at 3 p.m. today, they are dropping their beta release. So hopefully, we'll start seeing some actual gameplay from this, because I'm really curious how they're going to do a skill-based racer on Wax, because we really haven't seen this yet. Other than just some a shout out to Farming Tales is trying to do the a social game within their game, racing tractors, which is going to be hilarious. So it's going to be neat to see how these two games actually do the racing, especially from a skill-based perspective, and not just a click, wait to see a result perspective. All right, next on the list, Waxel World. Continue to progress on this one. They will also be at Dygycon, so make sure you go ahead and check them out if you join the Dygycon conference. They will have a stand there. They always have some great turnout, so check that out. They are still progressing and trying for the Q2 release of this, which we are all excited about. Again, I have 21 ninjas that are just training and sitting and ready to get some citizens. Pretty excited about this one. All right, next on the list is Million on Mars. They are doing their basically bridge to Solera. That launches here today, so keep an eye out for that. I'm really curious on how this is going to work out. I don't know if you all have noticed, but in a lot of AMAs and a lot of discussions for many of these projects, there's a lot of focus on Solera. It seems like Solera is going to be the future bridge for a lot of Wax projects. I need to look into it a little bit further, because I think there's definitely going to be a connection with a lot of games there in the future. You probably heard it, some people talking, just again, speculation, but I've heard a lot of projects talking about Solera. All right, next, speaking of projects that could potentially be moving to another blockchain, um, Pinup Warlords announced this week that they are most likely 99.9% not progressing forward with a Wax build. They have been trying to work with the Atomic Hub to get whitelisted and verified, and unfortunately, the Atomic Hub is really strict and really um, trying to nail down their process to keep all the scammers out there. It's good and it's bad. It's great because it's starting to weed out a lot of those copycats, rug pull types of projects. It's making it much harder for them to get whitelisted. But then again, it also hurts projects that are a little outside the standard. um, Pinup Warlords is it's going to be an interesting one. It looks like right now, unfortunately, they're not going to be on Wax, so they're going to be looking for another blockchain. Still more to come with this. They do hint in this post that there's potentially another marketplace coming to Wax, beyond Nifty, beyond Atomic Hub. So there's still a chance that they may stay in Wax depending on that marketplace, or what they may do is they may start on a different blockchain, and once that marketplace is established, join and bridge over to Wax. So we'll see more to come on that. I thought that was interesting because I did do a review on this recently. So I'm very curious to see how this one moves forward. Next on the list is ZOS. They have their Era 2 coming out. So keep an eye out for that. I believe it's next week. I'm just skimming through that. Yeah, I believe this is next week. So keep an eye out. There's no official launch date. I think they mentioned in this post that they're going to announce the official launch date on Sunday. So if you're into this game, more content to come with this. Really like the development team behind this. Unfortunately, I just don't have the bandwidth to add another game in there. Next on the list, DeepMine. I know there are a lot of people in the group and my audience that like DeepMine, so I'm going to try and start including more DeepMine content and reviews. So I wanted to make you aware of DeepMine Day 1. This is an event that they are doing today, starting at 5 p.m. UTC. So if you're into that game, check it out. They're going to be doing some raffles. It's going to be a fun event. So go ahead and take a look deeper into that one. Next is medium rare potato. This is one that I have not had a chance to highlight yet, but hoping to do in the near future. They are going to do, they are actually working on a PvP part of the game. If you're not familiar with this game, it's really a cooking style game where you're in charge of a restaurant. So I'm curious to see how the PvP plays into it. So more to come on that. And now we're going to go through some quick rapid fire. SAR, I did a highlight on this yesterday. They have launched. The game is official. If you want to get an idea of what the gameplay is like, check out my video from yesterday. Then we got Moon Mining He3. They were continuing with the alpha. I hear the launch is coming soon, so if you're interested in this project, be aware of that. I am talking to the developers now to get permission to go ahead and release an alpha video on this one, so you can get the game idea of the gameplay as soon as possible. Again, more to come on that one. And then Mecha World, they mentioned, unfortunately, they had some delays and some issues that they're working through. Right now, the launch date of this is targeted for the end of May, so coming up here in the near future. Lots of people are excited about this one. I think this one looks very interesting also. And then last but not least, just a sneak peek. This is Farm Wars. This is a sneak peek of the alpha. And I will be having a video come out on this very shortly. Just gives you an idea of what it's going to look like. I'm going to go through everything, break it down so you can take a look at it. But this is what the alpha looks for that. All right. Again, if you have not had a chance to do it, please go ahead and check out our Discord. Lots of information, lots of great people involved in that, lots of giveaways. So check that out. We are actually giving away a Yeti right now for the SAR game. So check that out. That ends tomorrow morning, so get your entry in. My bad, I am not done yet. You saw when earlier in the video when I stopped on the taco announcement and just paused there a second. I wanted to read it a little bit further because it literally came out at the time I was recording this. But I wanted to bring this up. This is huge. Taco has had an app on iOS and Android for some time now, but it's always been through a secondary means to get on there. They are officially in the Apple Store and the Android Store. This is big because they are the first application to be focused on the Wax blockchain to actually be approved by the iOS Apple Store. This is big, guys. This is just one more step towards a more of a mainstream approach to Wax that gives users that are not used to the NFTs more accessibility to the Wax blockchain. And Taco is the first one to do it, so it's huge. And I've been high on the Taco project for some time. So I hope you all take a deeper look into this because they are the first to bridge this gap, which is why there's applications or projects and games like the Taco Racer that are reaching out to Taco to be on their platform. This is a platform, not just a simple game, which means their Taco token and their Shing token is going to have steady value. I can't express that enough. I'm going to sync up with their team and try and do a full video on this, but I think this is super cool, and I wanted to make sure that I included in here, even though it's at the end. It's only at the end because, again, it was announced when I was recording, and I wanted to check into it a little bit further first. All right, I hope you all have a fantastic day. Thank you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.